Yes, you know the phrase, not in my backyard. That is the response of dozens of Atherton residents to a proposed affordable housing project there. Some of the opponents include none other than Steph and Aisha Curry, who say the new units would be built right behind their mansion that they have moved into. Emotions running pretty high at tonight's City Council meeting in Atherton. KRON 4's Sara Stinson is live at City Hall there with more on what happened. Sara, so much to this.
So much. I mean, it was a 4-hour meeting, and the town of Atherton had until tonight to submit their housing elements to the state, and they met that deadline, but it came with a lot of upset residents, and among them, as you said, Steph and Aisha Curry, who weren't at City Hall, but they did submit a letter.
Who knew that I would have anything in common with Steph and Aisha Curry? But I am faced, as he and his family and many others, with the horrific notion of losing our privacy.
It would be cutting right through the heart of Atherton with a very different sort of community.
This is a similar sentiment written in a letter by Steph and Aisha Curry to city council members against a 3-story affordable housing project being proposed at 23 Oakwood Boulevard. The Warrior Star and his wife wrote, in part, "We hesitate to add to the not in our backyard rhetoric, but we wanted to send a note before today's meeting. Safety and privacy for us and our kids continues to be our top priority and one of the biggest reasons we chose Atherton as home." By January 31st, all cities in California had to comply with state law requiring them to submit a housing element that includes new affordable and low-income housing units.
And we have done that and assessed the needs that we have in Atherton, which are very real.
That was accomplished this evening with the final vote of the council.
Atherton City Manager George Rodricks explains how this applies to the 23 Oakwood property,
which is the single-family dwelling there with an overlay at 10 units per acre to allow that property owner to develop.
Curry asked the town that if approved to invest in taller fencing or landscaping to block sight into their property. But City Council has yet to approve development and design standards for the project.
And address issues such as height, screening, fencing, fence height.
City Council has 3 years to set those standards and change zoning for 23 Oakwood.
Once they're adopted, then that property owner can actually submit a permit to do the work. But until then, they're single-family zoning.
Atherton City Council member Rick DeGolia says more affordable housing is needed, but there's major pushback from people who live in Atherton. The median home sale price was listed in Atherton in 2021 at nearly $7.5 million, according to Property Shark.
It's very, very hard for this community to think about increasing the density in the community, but I think that we've done a good job, and I'm hopeful it'll be approved by the Housing Authority.
And it will be some time until that project actually gets underway, but some of the people who spoke tonight at City Hall, some of their concerns were parking and traffic. They're worried that with multi-units being built on that property, that there won't be enough parking, and that will lead to it being dangerous for pedestrians and kids as well. I'm Sara Stinson reporting live in Atherton. Back to you.